everyone. Welcome back to our grammar podcast series. I'm Emma, and this is episode 3. If you've been with us from the start, you know we're building a strong foundation in English grammar, step by step. We're taking it slow, making sure everything is clear and fun. No rushing here. We're all about learning at your own pace.
And I'm Jack. Hey folks, great to have you tuning in again. In episode 1, we kicked things off with the basics, what grammar is all about, and those 8 parts of speech that make up every sentence. Remember? Nouns, verbs, adjectives, and the rest. Then in episode 2, we zoomed in on nouns, those naming words for people, places, things, and ideas. We had a blast with examples like dog, city, and happiness. If you missed those, go back and listen. They're super helpful building blocks.
Absolutely, Jack. Today, we're moving on to something that works hand in hand with nouns, pronouns. Pronouns are like the best friends of nouns. They step in when we don't want to keep saying the same noun over and over. Imagine talking without them. It would be so boring and repetitive. We're going to make this episode fun and detailed, just like those popular podcasts out there, the ones hosted by folks like Joe Rogan or the TED Talks crew, where they keep you hooked with stories, laughs, and easy explanations. We'll chat about what pronouns are, all the different types, there are quite a few, how to use them right, and some common mix-ups. By the end, you'll be spotting pronouns everywhere and using them like a pro. And hey, this episode is aimed at beginners, so we'll use simple words, repeat things if needed, and explain everything step by step. No fancy jargon here.
Yeah, Emma, let's keep it real and engaging. Picture us sitting in a cozy studio with coffee in hand, chatting like old friends. We'll throw in some stories from real life, maybe a joke or two, and even pause for you to think along. This whole thing should feel like a relaxed chat, packed with info. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning. Nice and easy. What exactly is a pronoun? Well, a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. That's it. Super simple. Nouns are the names, like apple or teacher, and pronouns are the shortcuts that replace them so we don't sound like a broken record.
Yeah, imagine if we didn't have pronouns. Let's try a silly example. Suppose I say, Jack woke up. Jack brushed Jack's teeth. Jack ate breakfast. Jack went to work. Sounds ridiculous, right? It's like a robot talking. Instead, with pronouns, I woke up. I brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast. I went to work. Boom, much smoother. Pronouns make our talking and writing flow better. They save time and make things less boring.
Exactly, Jack. Let me give another example from everyday life. Think about telling a story about your friend Sarah. Without pronouns. Sarah went to the store. Sarah bought milk. Sarah came home and Sarah drank the milk. Yawn. With pronouns. Sarah went to the store. She bought milk. She came home and she drank it. See? She replaces Sarah and it replaces milk. It's like magic. Your story sounds natural and engaging.
And here's a fun fact to keep you interested. Pronouns have been around in languages for thousands of years. Even in ancient stories, like fairy tales, they help keep the tale moving. Remember Cinderella? She went to the ball. She met the prince. Without she, it would be a drag to read.
Great point. So, why do we care about pronouns? For beginners, learning them helps you speak English more like a native. No more long, clunky sentences. Plus, they're everywhere. In books, movies, conversations. Think about a sentence you said today. Did you use a pronoun? Probably yes, like I'm hungry or you look nice.
All right, that covers the basics. We've gone through it with plenty of examples to make sure it sinks in. Now, let's move to the types. There are several kinds, and we'll explain each one slowly with lots of examples.
Pronouns aren't just one big group. They come in different flavors, each with its own job. We'll go through them one by one, nice and detailed. Don't worry if it seems like a lot. We'll take our time.
Let's start with the stars of the show, personal pronouns. These are the ones we use most. They stand in for specific people or things. The list is I, you, he, she, it, we, they.
Yeah, think of them as pointing to who or what we're talking about. For example, I am eating. Here, I means the speaker, me. You are funny. You means the person I'm talking to. He runs fast. He could replace a boy's name, like Tom runs fast, becomes he runs fast.
And don't forget about groups. We are friends for me and others, or they are happy for a bunch of people. Here's a tip for beginners. These change based on who's talking. If I'm speaking about myself, it's I. If about a girl, she. Simple, right?
Let's make it interactive. Imagine you're telling me about your day. I woke up early. You called me. We talked. See how they fit? Now, personal pronouns also split into singular, one, and plural, more than one. I is singular. We is plural. He, singular. They, plural.
Oh, and a quick story to keep it fun. I once mixed up he and she when talking about my cat. I said he is cute, but my cat is a girl. Everyone laughed. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Poor cat. Okay, moving on.
Clear now. Within personal pronouns, there are subject and object ones. Subject pronouns do the action. I, he, she, it, we, you, they. Like, I run.
Object pronouns receive the action. Me, him, her, it, us, you, them. Example, the teacher helps me. Me is getting the help.
Common mix-up for beginners. Don't say me run to school. It's I run. We'll talk more about rules later. Let's practice. She calls him. She subject, him object.
Take a quick moment. Repeat after us. We love English. English loves us.
These show who owns what. No need for apostrophes like in nouns. Words. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs.
Example, this pencil is mine means it belongs to me. The house is theirs, belongs to them.
Fun example. Imagine two kids fighting over a toy. One says, it's mine, not it's my's. No apostrophe needed. Easy peasy.
And a tip, it is possessive, like the dog wags its tail. It means it is. We'll hit that in rules.
These point back to the subject, like a mirror. They end in self or selves. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves.
Use them when the action bounces back. I hurt myself. Yourself for you, etc.
Story time. I once said to my friend, help yourself to some cake. Means take it for you, not help your to some cake. Wrong.
Good one. Example, the kids dressed themselves. They did it alone.
These demonstrate or point out things. This, close singular. That, far singular. These, close plural. Those, far plural.
This is good, pointing to something near. Those are bad, far away.
Like in a shop. This shirt? No, that one over there.
Beginners, practice by pointing at stuff around you. This phone is mine. Those books are yours.
For questions. Who, person. Whom, object person. Whose, ownership. Which, choice. What, thing.
Who is coming? Whose book is this? What do you want?
Tricky one. Whom is formal, like to whom are you speaking? But in casual talk, we often say who.
Yeah, don't stress. Start with who and what.
These connect parts of a sentence. Who, whom, whose, which, that.
The girl who sings is talented. Who connects to girl.
Like glue in sentences. The car that I bought is red.
For beginners, think of them as bridges between ideas.
Not specific. Someone, one person, anyone, everyone, nobody, something, anything, everything, few, many, all, some.
Someone called, not saying who. Everyone likes ice cream. Then,
Example. Many people came, but few stayed. Vague numbers.
fun fact, these can be singular or plural. Everyone is happy. Singular verb.
For back and forth actions. Each other, two people. One another, more than two.
We love each other. Mutual.
The team helped one another. Group effort.
Like hugging, it goes both ways.
Same words as reflexive, but for stress, myself, etc.
I did it myself. Emphasizing I alone.
The president himself spoke. Important.
Phew! That's all 10 types. We took our time with examples and stories to make it stick. If you need, rewind and listen again.
Now, let's talk rules. These help avoid mistakes. We'll explain each slowly.
First, subject versus object. Use subject pronouns for doing the action. Wrong. Him and me went. Right. He and I went.
Tip. Remove the other person. Me went? No, I went.
Second, agreement. Pronoun matches the noun in number and gender. The boy lost his toy, not their toy, unless neutral.
But they can be singular for unknown gender now, like someone left their phone.
Third, no double negatives. Wrong. I don't know nothing. Right. I don't know anything, or I know nothing.
Fourth, possessives, no apostrophes. Hers is blue, not hers.
Also, it's versus it's. It's raining means it is. The cat licks its paw.
Other tips. In questions, pronouns can flip. Who did it? Clear and simple.
For beginners, practice one rule a day. Write sentences and check.
I once said, myself went to the store. Sounds like a superhero. Wrong. Use I.
Time for real life stuff. Let's expand that story.
Noun heavy. Anna and Bob are siblings. Anna likes painting. Bob likes sports. Anna and Bob visit the park. Anna and Bob play games.
With pronouns, Anna and Bob are siblings. She likes painting. He likes sports. They visit the park. They play games.
Smoother. Another in an email. I hope you are well. This is my report. It is attached.
Or chatting. Who wants pizza? Everyone? Great, let's order some.
See? Pronouns everywhere. Think of your favorite movie. He saves the day. Engaging.
Quiz time. Answer in your head, then we'll reveal. This is my hat. That is yours.
Right. Shows ownership. He gave the gift to her, me, him.
Depends, but object pronoun. The dog barked is mine. That
Relative.
We fixed it. Ourselves.
reflexive is knocking. Who?
Interrogative.
The friends hugged other.
Reciprocal. Book is this. Whose?
Possessive question. I saw it. Myself, for emphasis.
If you got most right, high five. Practice more.
Recap. Pronouns replace nouns for smooth talk. Types: personal, subject/object, possessive, reflexive, demonstrative, interrogative, relative, indefinite, reciprocal, emphatic.
Rules. Agreement. No doubles. Right forms. Examples and quiz to practice.
We made this detailed to explain everything easy for beginners. Like those engaging podcasts, we added stories and fun.
Next, adjectives. Words that describe.
Thanks for listening. Practice pronouns today. Say a sentence with one.
Bye. Bye.